Hey, it's your boy Crypto Expat back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about TrustSwap and why this is a project that I'm really bullish on now. I mean, I didn't think much of it before, but now they're sort of focused more on the new projects, new token sales and ICOs slash token generation events. This is really starting to, they're starting to get into some momentum with this project. So I'm going to talk about why I'm bullish on this, and I think that this is really going to do really well in 2021. Okay, so let's get into the video. Thanks for coming back and checking out this video. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that bell notification, so when I upload my videos, you get notified immediately. Now, you don't want to miss out on anything. This space is moving very fast, and it's the perfect timing because next year, wow, so many altcoins are going to explode, and we're just perfectly positioned. This one here, TrustSwap, I just think that this one is just ready to pop. Okay, now there's 30 million market cap, there's 100 million supply, and 64 million is already out there, which is a lot. So a lot of dilution has happened, and this project is only new. Okay, so it's only been around for this year, sort of mid-year. So it's only been around for about 6 months. It did hit an all-time high at sort of $1.50. And now it's come back down to 46 cents. So it's perfectly positioned. Most of the tokens are already out there, or well, 65% of them are. But what's happening now, we're getting this accumulation and people are staking this swap token. And this is really important because whenever people lock up liquidity or stake it, it just obviously depletes the current supply, takes it off the market, and then when people want to get into this, they want to they have to buy the token, right, which drives the price up. Now, TrustSwap, they have multiple use cases. Okay, they have DeFi staking, smart swaps. They have a interface that they allow users to use to make it easy. And they're basically what they're trying to do is bring trust back into crypto space, like TrustSwap. Okay, they have adopted this launchpad, right? And this is not new. This was first adopted or went mainstream with Binance Launchpad. Okay, so Binance Launchpad was I don't know if they were the first, but they were one of the first, which really gave a lot of use case for BNB token. And TrustSwap are doing a very similar thing. Okay, if you want to say they copied the idea, you could say that. Okay, but they're doing it different in a way that they're going to use DeFi and NFTs and give you all this cool stuff if you stake the swap token. All right. Now, what I like to do on my channel is I like to review ICOs and pre-sales and IDOs, all that sort of stuff. Basically, when the project's just launched, that's when I like to get into it. When it's just launching, I feel this is the fastest way to make profit, short term and long term, just as a project launches. Just think of it as, when Ethereum just launched, okay, those people that bought into the ICO at 15 cents, I think it was, they would have become millionaires. Look at BNB when that first launched. I think that was 17 cents or something. They would have become millionaires. Bitcoin, obviously, Bitcoin at one point was $1.50. If you would have got into Bitcoin then, everything happens when you first start, but that's the biggest risk. And they're trying to take this risk away in this launch pad that they have. Right now, I did a review on Yield app a couple of days ago, and this was a project that was launched on the TrustSwap Launchpad. And basically what happened with that was you need to have so much swap score and dash. Okay, so these are two metrics that they use. Dash is basically the daily score intended to recognize all law users who have been hodling swaps since the early days. So it rewards them, gives them a score like over time. So staking plus time, and the swap score is a 60-day window. All right, so in other words, the longer that you hodl, the bigger rewards you're going to get. And you needed a swap score to get into this yield app project, right, which launched on TrustSwap a few days ago. And only the people with the highest, basically, they just looked at it and said, okay, you can join yield, but you need to submit your wallet, which will give us the swap score and getting so much allocation. And basically it came down to who had the highest swap score got the allocation. And I know that sounds kind of unfair, but Binance do it as well. All right. So what it's doing is it's pushing people to that if they want to get into these IEOs or ICOs on TrustSwap. Not only is the project already vetted, but it has the reputation of TrustSwap behind it, so it's less likely to scam. But it's also fueling this swap token, and people want to get into this stuff. They want to get allocations. So what do? They buy the swap token. Then they can get allocations and get exclusivity into these new projects that are launching. And that's what's driving the price up. It's giving a massive use case for TrustSwap. So here are examples at swap drops that have already happened. Okay, so these swap drops are basically the tier that you're in, the score that you get every time these projects launch on TrustSwap. People that are staking swap, they have like a certain dash. They call it the word dash. Okay, the dash score, and that rewards them by staking. The longer that you've staked over time, the more on the airdrop. Okay, so it says here, see, so these are the swap drops, and you will get, basically you just get free coins, in other words. All right, and the way they figure it out, they talk about how they figure it out. Okay, so in other words, the longer that you stake it, get a higher dash score, and also over the 60-day score if they rank you, and they require a swap score getting into the ICOs launching on TrustSwap, you'll also get allocation. Okay, and here's how they determine it here, the swap score and all that sort of stuff. So you can read all that. All right. Now they are having this 7 days major announcement, and they're going to give away $100 to $750 on a new project that's launching. Here in this latest AMA, which was only 10 hours ago, the CEO Jeff, he said that the launchpad is 70% filled. Okay, so they have so many tokens that are allowed to be staked for the launchpad, which is if you stake swap, you'll get allocation and you'll get perks to the IEOs and ICOs that launch on the TrustSwap launchpad. Okay, so everyone wants to get in on these. To get in, you got to buy that TrustSwap token. Swap is what the ticker is. And he said there's a 70% allocation is already done. That means there's only 30% left for you to get allocation. Once the allocation is filled, you can't get in anymore, and you're going to miss out on these IEOs and ICOs that launch. Just like Binance, they have the same sort of deal, but TrustSwap just have their own type of way they do it, okay? And this is the biggest use case I can see right now for it. Obviously, they got NFTs coming in the future, I believe. So where are we now? We are at Q4, Liquidity Locks. Okay, so Liquidity Locks, which is good for projects that are launching. They lock up the liquidity, so that sort of gives investors some assurance. So people just can't dump, or if they dump, there's like liquidity lock. Launchpad lottery, and this goes back to the swap score and the dash, so NFT ticket system, giving the tokens more use case. Then they got the smart subscription, which I'm not exactly sure what that is. I need to keep on reading up about it. The support for NFTs and other tokenized assets, alpha release of Trust Dex, so that looks like they're going to have their own decentralized exchange, and then smart swap. All right, so they've got a lot coming, which are going to fuel the use case for this swap token. That's why I'm really bullish on it, because it's only 46 cents. And yes, what's kind of killed the price a bit is there's so much dilution. What they could have done was, I'll have to have a look at the breakdown of the actual tokenomics and the how the distribution of the token is. But if they would have limited this and stranglehold it and suffocated it in the beginning to say only 20 million tokens, and slowly release this over time instead of having 64 million tokens, this price would no doubt be $10. But because there's so many tokens out there, it's only 46 cents, which is good for anyone that is not in this yet. It's in your benefit at this point in time. But as the allocation in launchpad is filled to 100%, and then as more of these projects roll out, this price of this token, in my opinion, is going to go to the moon. And as more demand is created through the new products they're going to launch, the DEX and the swap and smart subscription and all this sort of good stuff, it's going to drive the price up big time, in my opinion. So, in my opinion, this is a long-term hold, and you're really going to see the maximum benefits of this as you hodl this, as they fill out this roadmap, okay? However, short-term, if you want to get in these new projects, you can see the new projects here, and it will be beneficial to get into those new projects, but you have to get the swap token to get allocation. All right, so that's the catch behind it. Okay, so remember the one that I talked about a couple of days, Yield, and they have a bunch more coming up. Yeah, there's a lot of benefits to this. I see a lot of upside for this. When I see project like this, I like to see use case. I like to see real use case of things happening in the marketplace. And what actually alerted me to this and really changed my mind about this is because of the Yield project, which I did a review on. Then I quickly realized that this thing was going to be oversubscribed. It was actually oversubscribed 3 times. And then I realized that they have this launchpad, which is similar to Binance's, which I've also done a video here on this video, which really just strangles the supply. And for investors that got in early, it's massive, because it drives the price of the token up as they build out their platform. And TrustSwap's no different. It's just they just do it in their own way with DeFi, staking, and these NFTs that are coming and all that sort of good stuff. So I can't see any downside to this project. I really can't, unless there's a major hack or something like that. But currently sitting now, I mean, it's very bullish on this. I'm going to buy some and start staking so that I can get into the future projects. All right, guys, so let me know your thoughts on it, and is there something that you want to take a look at? I think it's very cheap right now at only 46 cents, absolute steal, and next year I see this only going up a lot. All right, so let me know your thoughts, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification, and I'll see you in the next video.
Are you new to crypto and DeFi? You're not sure how to navigate through the scams and keep away from the sharks trying to steal your crypto? This space can be very daunting for newbies. That's why we created 100xcryptoacademy.com. This is not just a course on DeFi, yield farming, and investing, but a real community of like-minded crypto enthusiasts who believe crypto is the key to financial freedom. You'll get 50 plus HD on-demand videos, ongoing research analysis and pre-screened, ICO and pre-sales, 4 weekly webinars per month, with live Q&A, private access to our exclusive forum, and our vibrant Telegram group for live chat and updates. All for a low monthly investment. Check out our Patreon at 100xcryptoacademy.com.